What's good, guys? It's Chad Driscoll here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to promise you one thing, that I'm going to absolutely destroy your shoulders with just some dumbbells. If you guys have 10 minutes here, I'm going to show you 2 shoulder blasting dumbbell workouts that you can do from the goodness of your own home in just 10 to 15 minutes. Now, none of this is going to be very easy, but if you're ready to work hard, ready to blast those shoulders, let's get into the video. I'm actually going to give you the option. You can either do the heavier option or the lighter option. All you're going to need is either 1 heavy dumbbell or 2 lighter dumbbells. Okay, so first, the lighter workout. We're going to do what I call the DELT shot. So we're going to have 4 separate exercises. First, it's going to be a constant tension Arnold press. Then we're going to go a side raise, then a front raise, and then a rear delt raise. Every single set is going to be a set of 10 to 15 reps, and we're going to go through this 4 times. Okay, the trick with this is the tempo of the movement. Now, we know that eccentric loading has a significant impact on overall muscle hypertrophy. So we're going to concentrate on that eccentric load. So we're going to go 2 seconds down if we're doing a side raise, or if we're doing a shoulder press, or if we're doing a front raise. So 2 seconds down, 0 at the bottom, 1 second up on that contraction, and 0 at the top. We're going to really concentrate on that, making sure that we're slowing down on the eccentric phase, making those muscles work. Again, we're using lighter weights, so this should be doable. Choose something that you can do and complete this, right? The goal here is not to get to ultimate failure, right? I want you to get 1 to 2 reps right below failure and continue to move. The overall volume is going to add up very, very quickly, and I want you to continue to work through the workout as much as you possibly can.
Okay, so let's get into these exercises here. This is that constant tension Arnold press. So you can see I'm moving nice and slow with about 2 seconds down. At the bottom, I'm facing my palms towards me, and then I'm rotating them out a little bit past neutral, or we call that 45-degree angle, and pressing up in the air. With this exercise, I think it's a good idea to think about keeping the rib cage down over the hips, the abs nice and tight, and squeeze the butt cheeks slightly. I think it's going to help you with that strength of pressing up, especially as the movement gets harder and harder. So keep the tension on the muscle, keep moving the entire time, and then as soon as we finish that set, we're going to go right into that side raise. So again, it's 10 to 15 reps, but here I'm thinking about leading with that pinky and ring finger as opposed to the index finger and thumb. This is going to keep the tension on the medial delt, and then we keep those hands slightly in front of my body the entire time. Then from there, we'll go right into that front raise. Right, so now I'm actually leading with my index finger and thumb, taxing the front delt, and opening up some space within the shoulder capsule for the humerus to move a little bit easier. And then the last exercise, you can find a couch, you can find a chair. You just need something to rest your head on to really isolate out that rear delt. We're going to lead with the pinkies again, and we're going to think about squeezing those shoulder blades back while using that post delt really on the way down.
So now here's the heavier version. You're only going to need that 1 single heavy dumbbell for this entire workout. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go 4 exercises, but now we're going to decrease the reps because we're using unilateral, right? We're using 1 dumbbell, a little bit heavier dumbbell, and it's going to take you a little bit longer to get through each set, thus longer to get through the whole workout. So I still want this to be really efficient, anywhere from that 10 to 15 minute mark for this entire workout. So we're going to decrease the reps. We're going to go 4 sets or 4 rounds of 8 to 10 reps per exercise per side, or per side per exercise, however you want to think about it. The exercises are going to be a single arm push press, a yoga push-up, which is going to be a bilateral 2-arm movement. Then we're going to go a bent over single arm prone row, and then we're going to hit a swinging side raise. So it's a little bit of a different version of your normal shoulder side raise.
Okay, now let's get into the heavier dumbbell, the single arm push press here. With the push press, you really want to use your legs, the main driver in this movement, right? So we're taking a lot of the stress off the shoulder by using those legs, hip hinging back and driving up through the floor, and then finishing that press all the way up again at the top, thinking about keeping that rib cage over those hips. Then we'll go straight into that yoga push-up. So we're just going to do a normal push-up, but now at the top, we're going to pike our butt up in the air. We're going to try and get our chest to our toes and stretch a little bit of the hamstring here. You'll be able to see it from a lateral angle here. So I'm going down, I'm doing a push-up, and I'm pushing through those shoulders and pushing back. So really think a lot of pressure goes through the hands to get the butt up and the chest down to the toes. And the next exercise here, we have that single arm pronated row. So we're going to take a little bit of a hip hinge. We're going to have a 45-degree angle, and we're really think about keeping that palm towards us and using that post delt in the back of the shoulder there to pull that weight up. And you're going to see a little face-on version here. So again, that angle of the weight, keeping that hinge, keep the core nice and tight. This movement is going to hit that core a little bit more than you may think because it's unilaterally loaded. And then that swinging side delt. So this is a really hard one. I'm going to use that opposite hand to really help push the motion up and then really control it down as much as possible. As you can see, I'm really fighting to keep that control down, really taxing that eccentric motion here. So I'm going to switch hands. You'll be able to see the other side. Again, throwing it up with the opposite hand, taking that concentric heavy load away, and really controlling that motion down. A great exercise if you don't have lighter dumbbells available and you only have a heavy one.
And the idea here is to take these workouts and try and progressively overload them each time that you do them, whether that's with the amount of reps that you do, the tempo, the control of each and every rep, or how quickly you can actually move through the sets without needing more rest. There may be a certain threshold to the amount of weight or the amount of reps that you can do with a given weight, especially when it's a smaller movement like some of those shoulder raises. But just keep in mind that you're always trying to get just a little bit better each time, and then hopefully we can see that muscle growth and those boulder shoulders kind of fill in for you. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, stay strong, guys. Deuces.